And welcome again everyone into another video. And in today's video I have at the team that I hit legend with. Yes, no more stalling, so we hit legend. And the love cup, so if you're looking for a team to spam in the love cup and you're still struggling, this is the best team for you, as you guys might be able to see right below me. Kanto, Slowbro with Medi and Licky. Why Licky? It's basically the best safe swap in this cup. Nothing is even close. Like, it's by far the best safe swap in this cup. It's like, remember how it used to be in Great League? It's much better now. So, Lickitung, Medi, and I think I used the Charizard for the first set, but was that the team I used to hit Legend and hit a new season high? I don't think so. So you have to make sure to watch the video because I'll be talking about the teams I played and why did I change the lead or a swap, or like, so you can like have a better understanding of the meta. So first thing, this is my first time using Lickitung, so I have to elite TM it and give it body slam. Now Charizard, it has fire spin, so I need to give it a wing attack. So see guys, we're doing stuff, lots of stuff for content. This is for you today. And first lead, Slowbro. They swap in Electrode. So how does this matchup go? So it's a good matchup for Lickitung, but I tend to like chip it first. And usually people throw Hyper Beam. If they go for the Hyper Beam, make sure to shield it. Don't let it go. And I found out I still have Ice Punch, because technically you need Ice Punch in Open Great League, but you don't need Ice Punch in this cup. Like, well, it's only for the Charizard, and you can honestly, I don't know, after you pop yourself, it's gonna be close. And I don't think it's worth it just for the Charizard to an Ice Punch. So here's the thing. They brought the Blow back. I went back to Medi. This game is technically kind of a slight RPS. The fact that they have Medi and I have Charizard, like, and they have full HP Medi, which I cannot kill, like, the wing attack doesn't add up that much. I'm going straight bait at this point because the bait KOs. And at this point, I don't need to shield this anymore. So remember, I am 29.97 MMR. At this point, I need 3 points to hit Legend. So what did I do? I found out in this matchup specifically that the Charizard against Slowbro is not bad. But if everyone's running Charizard, how about we run Slowbro? Because what's the biggest Pokemons in this cup? Charizard, Medi, Alola, right? So like another matchup with Slowbro would have a Feast, and they have Ariados in the back. Another matchup with Slowbro is actually does a sweep, right? What do we do here? I don't know why he swapped out. So I'm trying to throw on CMP at this point, but I shouldn't be throwing on CMP. They get the boost, I think, so they can just shield and go straight cross poison. And I'm going to throw on CMP again. I think this is a mistake. I shouldn't be throwing on CMP in case they shield, because they can flip swap. Now we just go straight Blast Burn, because it does lots of damage. And we go Medi. He has Lydian. So I can throw an Ice Punch and then swap. And at this point, if there is like, Lydian now has Dynamic Punch, right? But I can get to 2 body slams before he gets to dynamic punches. So technically, it's not bad of a matchup. But here's the thing. My Medi doesn't have power-up punch. That's a big problem. Because there is one matchup where you actually do need the power-up punch, and it's against Alola Mola. Against opposing Lickitung, you can literally go straight Psychic. Because you don't win the one, right? So I need to get to a Power Whip if possible. If not possible, I will lose. Alola Mola wins this, Henry says. And yeah, if I have a power-up punch here, I can ramp up and win. And I didn't even need to swap. Yep, I can like win right there. But since I don't have power-up punch, I don't win this matchup. And I think this is where I'm like, okay, we can't stall longer. I need to kill 3 in 3 licks, but it's not going to be possible. So I think I TM'd into Power-Up Punch at this point. I'm still running Charizard, even though Charizard has been just getting hard counted by those waters in the back. Okay. This is not a bad matchup. You win the 0 if your Lickitung is top 10 PvP IV. If it's a lucky IV, I don't think you win that. So look at that. As long as you throw in good timing. So I know I need one more. I can do one more lick, then throw. Somehow I get a frame drop there, and the game did 2 licks. Not the end of the world, since my Licky is rank 1. And they brought in Charizard. So what does that mean? I cannot give Charizard farm. Charizard with energy can beat everything, so I would rather swap out. Why am I baiting here? Because I can. Just because I can, he can throw 2 moves, and this move will add up. Now, what's the lose con? If he has a Alola Mola in the back, I just lose. If he has a Scrafty, I can win. So technically we need a fighter. I cannot shield this one at this point. I'm gonna throw like 1 move before he hits it, because I think I have a 0 attack at Charizard. And they have a Lickitung, and I don't win this with this much health. So technically, I'm still struggling, to be honest. So what do we do? Now I need to get to a move here. I think I should have swapped, because I can take like 5 more licks at this point. And all I needed just 1 more lick to win this matchup. So I have to win this matchup to hit Legend. Okay, this is not a good lead, but it's also not a bad lead. Remember, Lickitung doesn't have a bad matchup in this cup. The only bad matchup for Lickitung in this cup is Scrafty. That's it, nothing else. They threw the Bug Buzz, and I swapped out. They brought the Shadow Electrode. Now here's the thing. I don't bait in this matchup. If you bait, you're literally gonna lose the 0. If you go straight nuke, you can match their shields. I'm like, I can shield this because I can flip swap, but I think that was a huge mistake. Yeah, this was a mistake. I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, I mean, I grabbed both shields, so it's not the end of the world. But here's the thing, what if they have Alola Mola? Which they did have. So now the game is technically GG, and and I can't win because a Charizard again was aligned versus a water Pokemon. And here's where, like, you need to make a decision, okay? I am not... Charizard's supposed to be the best Pokemon, but I am not winning with a Charizard. So it's time to think twice. Does a Charizard... One option. Complain about the algorithm and keep losing. 2, just to drop Charizard for something that doesn't lose to the water Pokemons. Correct or no? Yeah. I live the Psychic, and Blast Burn doesn't KO. So look how close this matchup was. It wasn't like that bad of a loss, right? Like, look at that. I need like 3 more wing attacks. So technically, if I had a healthier Charizard, I could have won. Now, this is not a good matchup for Lickitung because they usually throw in 6. I don't think this matchup is just straightforward. You lose though, so we don't win, which is also bad because here's the thing: Ariados always have 2 answers to Charizard or Talonflame, which means my Charizard in the back is gonna be useless, right? Look at that. Yeah, no one gonna expect the water in the back, right? Or another answer to Charizard. So technically, we have to make a decision by dropping the Charizard. Okay, do we lose this here? I mean, I realized that I need to bait there. That's like my only play. And I need to shield a Hyper Beam. Since he didn't throw a Hyper Beam, I have to throw a move. And now I don't expect them to shield. So I went insta nuke. Look at... I think this matchup is technically winnable, but I need him to shield my Power-Up Punch. So, or I can just go straight Psychic. I think I needed to go Power-Up Punch here. Yeah, because that was the easiest shield. No way he would call it, right? So we throw this. And we win. Okay, never mind. We still won. This is 2-3. Negative set. But we're 14 wins away from hitting Legend. So, what do? We changed. I dropped the Charizard for the Slowbro because, like, look at that. Every Pokemon, like, fighting, flyers... Fighting, fire, flyer, and water. All of these Pokemons lose to 1 Pokemon. And Ariados as well. So why don't we just use that Pokemon? AKA Galarian Kanto Slowbro. So we had a good lead. I swapped eventually because if he's staying in a bad matchup, that means he doesn't have an answer to that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to swap out and try to bait the other Pokemon that's also weak to Kanto Slowbro. So I expected it to be Charizard or Lickitung. In both cases, or Medicham. In both cases, My best play is bait it out and then farm it with the slow bro. So I think I should have thrown the move, but I live a psychic here, so there is no need to shield. And it was an ice punch, so this is great now. Look at that. He brought the fish. It's worth the shield here because it doesn't matter what he has in the back. I can get to 2 moves. Look at that. 1 move. Another move. So he has 3 charms. So what do we do now? We go Medi and we throw Psychic. Chat is happy because they want me to lose. I think I should have power up punch instantly. And Psyshock doesn't KO. I can still get to a Psychic. Hello, Charmer. Thank you, Niantic, for nerfing the Charm, because without that, they would have actually won the game. No cap. Moving to the next game. Slowbro, Mir. So how do I play this? Mr. Capitalize counting the wins. What a great chatter. Look at that. He's actually happy for us. So I threw this move, and at this point, I'm going to do 1 more and catch on Lickitung. Why? I don't like technically... Kanto Slowbro is good against everything. So there is always a Pokemon they have that lose to that Pokemon. So look at that. Charmer. So this might mean that this is a Slowbro double charm. Okay. How is Lickitung versus Wigglytuff matchup? It's actually not bad. It's not a bad matchup. Look at that. They shielded. I'm going to throw this. And if they decide to farm down, I can get to another move. Yep. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to shield. And I tried to time my move as best as possible. And I think that was actually a perfect timing. And I swapped and sniped them. And they died with a move. Slowbro, they brought it. I can tank this move. But to be honest, I can just shield it, you know? But if they have Alola Mola, and this is what you need. And this is how you play the Alola Mola matchup. Throw the power up punch as soon as possible. And then after that, it's up to you. Who's the Hawaiian fish? Slice Henry, okay. Okay, what do we do here? We can just count it down. Throw power up punches. I lived with 1 HP. Hopefully he's not counting and he shielded this. He did. Now we just go 1, 2. And we throw the Psychic. And we win the game. So, yeah, that was a great win. Not gonna lie. Okay, moving to the next battle. Slowbro into Medicham. See, Galarian Slowbro is picking all of these good leads. Like, they swapped into their Slowbro. I have a Lickitung, which is the best answer to Galarian Slowbro. Much even better than Scrafty. Usually, like, look at this. I farm, and I don't bait here. I throw the Power Whip because Body Slam doesn't KO, and I don't want him to get to another move. So this is an amazing matchup now. Like, it doesn't matter what he has. If he brings in Medicham, I can get that Medi to have HP, and I don't throw instantly because I want to know, do I get to 2 Body Slams? If not, I need to make sure that I throw a Power Whip. Now we can go back to Slowbro, and they have a Licky in the back. So how do we play this? Since we have 2 shields, we can just go straight power up punch. Right? I don't need to shield at this point. I can farm down. And we win. I think this is the 3rd win, which means we secured the legend rank. Okay. Moving on. Let's go into another game. We're playing someone also fighting to get the legend rank, and another amazing lead for the Slowbro. They swapped into Electrode, and as I said before, so if they build to the Hyper Beam, I shield it on my Medicham. Why? Because if they landed, they can flip the swap by just shielding. So look at that. We shield. I overfarmed as much as I could. I threw Psychic. Now I have a very healthy Medi. Technically, this is unlosable at this point because they have Shadow Bro, which means the Psychic does lots of damage, and we get the defense drop. So technically, if he doesn't throw, I can get to my Psychic. Now my chat got sad because I'm winning this game, so no more legend push. They have Medi. We have a Slowbro, which destroys the Medi, right? So that's why I use Slowbro. So again, if you use this team, please let me know how did you go with it, and whether you like it or no. And for the future, if you don't have a Galarian Slowbro, sorry, a Kanto Slowbro, you can literally run the Slowpoke but you need a hundo best buddy. And now I'm sure if you don't have a Slowbro, you don't have a Slowpoke. I'm trying to give you an option, okay? You can use Slowking, you can use Galarian Slowbro, you can use any of those, but the so Slowbro has a better matchup against the Alola Mola and the Charizard. The Galarian Slowbro has a better matchup against Fighters. Okay, this matchup is why Galarian Slowbro is a solid Pokemon, because it beats the most annoying Pokemon in this cup, which is Ariados. I think I shouldn't be shielding the first one, so I threw the first move because I'm gonna grab a shield and I'm gonna shield it twice, so it doesn't matter, right? Why I like this? Because here's the thing, Lickitung is so safe in this cup. So I have a very healthy Pokemon, right? I'm just gonna go straight Water Pulse. I saw a counter in, so there is no way they catch, right? Scrafty is half HP. That's great, not gonna lie. I like it. Now I can go Medi. And here is like where I made a mistake. I should have stayed on Medi to just like chip him, and then I can catch on Licky, because technically I tried to swap here for no reason. Like, that didn't do me anything, right? So, you know, like, it was one of the situations like he swapped, so I swapped, but that was a mistake when I ended up losing the game. And this is a moment where we hit legend. So thank you so much everyone for watching. No more stalling because I get a new job, so I don't think I will be streaming as much as I'm doing right now, or like posting YouTube content, but I will make sure that I keep the top teams content up all the time. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like. If you have any question, leave in the comment section below, and I will be glad to answer it. I will be uploading more battles describing how to play this team tomorrow. Sorry, I'm very busy today, so I try to edit the VOD as fast as possible. So yeah, thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Peace.